What did he do? He didn't do anything. Self-determination is not a crime. Saying I am not a Nigerian, I am a Biafran. I want to be a Biafran. It's not by force now. It's not by force. After all, uh, God didn't create Nigeria. God created Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, and they will have three. They have different languages: Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa. And if you verify very well, they all have a great landmark. They did not come together to discuss about their marriage, and their marriage was not discussed by them. If you go to some marriage in the time of our fathers, some marriage, where women were forced to get married to a man, and where men were forced, you will see that those marriages, it doesn't last. Sometimes they will divorce along the line because it's marriage by force, not by choice. For two people to get married, they have to agree. They have to love each other and agree with each other before getting married. It's a decision of two people. Like in many places in Western world, when two people want to get married, two of them will go to court. Sometimes you ask, who is giving this man or this woman, so this man, you will hear nobody give nobody is giving, nobody give, yes. So it is agreement of two people. Nobody is giving nobody to anybody. So it is an agreement. The three major tribes of Nigeria did not come together and agree with one another, you know, for this marriage. It is something that Lord Lugard from Britain decided with his girlfriend or woman friend, and all of them, Britain, decide to join Nigeria together. It's a marriage by force. You must be together by force. And Britain supports one, tribe and say Nigeria is for you. You are the people who will decide. And that one tribe are saying they are born to rule. You see, a great disorder, a great disorder. So there was no agreement between the three tribes. And that is why there is a great disorder in Nigeria. If you see today, Federal Republic of Nigeria, many people are saying is a scam because people are using it to loot money. People are using it to exploit Nigerians. Leaders of Nigeria, go and look. They don't love you. They don't love citizens of Nigeria. They treat us like strangers, even worse like strangers. If you try to, you can't come closer to their office if you are not among their choosing people. I was outside this country. Some embassy sef, before you when you come there, they will verify if you are among the choosing tribe. If you are not among the choosing tribe, they cannot answer you very well. So the thing is not holding at all. Okay, you see Nigerians shouting, we are suffering. There is too much suffering in Nigeria. Too much. Even Atiku say Tinubu is T-Pain. He changed his name to Tinubu Pain, T-Pain. And all Nigerians are going through pain. And who has never given that pain to Nigeria? Buhari, under Buhari. Nigerians were in pain. Nigerians have started to suffer, not today, and there is no way out because they are there is no agreement to the three tribes. They are not one. They cannot come together and say we are feeling this pain. Let us look for solution, or let us, you know, look for a leader. What is reigning is tribalistic sentiment, religious sentiment. When Buhari was in power, you will hear he suffered Nigerians. He was borrowing money, trillion upon trillion. Nigerians were servicing debt with a 95% of their income. And if you go to his brothers, they will tell you everything is moving well. Nothing wrong with Nigeria because their brother is in power. And immediately Tinubu took over, and he told them, I will continue where Buhari stopped. It means there will be no change. And he continued where Buhari stopped. Let me tell you, Jonathan had when he was there, he had the people in his mind. When people are suffering too much and they shout, he will hear. But during the time of Buhari, he doesn't listen to anybody. He didn't send you whatever he decides to do, he will do. He was seeing Nigerians as Mugu. And his brothers, because of sentiment, have never condemned him. Like as I told you, when Tinubu come, they are condemning Tinubu. And they organize what they call bad governance. Nobody answered them. There was no protest here. There was no protest in Igbo land. They were protesting alone. Why? Because we are not one. All the time when your brother was here from north, Nigeria was going deep down into firing pits. You didn't say anything. You say nothing that happened. Everything is moving well. And when another person, from southwest came in, you want to protest. The rest of tribe left them to protest alone. And after their protest, what happened? No change. They went and have their seats. We are not one. If we were one, we would have gathered together during the time of Buhari. Northerners would have joined people during the NSAS, would have joined them and said, no, this country, things are not moving. And then we will know we are together. They didn't move an inch because their brother was in power. And now, they are, pushing everybody, calling everybody to fight against Tinubu.
Now, the defense counsel to Simon Ekpa have said the prosecution counsel does not have any evidence to establish their case against Simon Ekpa.
That's what, I was narrating all this thing to finally come back to Simon Ekpa to prove it to you that Nigeria is not one. I have never ever been one. Right from the beginning, Ojukwu started and said, no, this thing is not moving well. And after the war, nothing changed till today. That's why Simon Ekpa, Nnamdi Kanu, all of them see that this is not a country to belong to. They want to find their way so that peace will reign. They want to find their way so that everybody will answer each other's name. Fulanis will look for their own country and stay. They will be crossing border to kill everybody. If we were one, why this killing? Go to Benue, churches are shut down. Benue churches are shut down. 50 killed, 30 killed, every day killing. If we are one, why should one tribe come up to quiet the rest of tribe, to continue to kill the rest of tribe? So Simon Ekpa will continue to plead guilty, and I don't think anybody will find any evidence right from Nnamdi Kanu to Simon Ekpa. Those freedom fighters are people full of intelligence, full of God's own wisdom, and they have been fighting with, you know, will I say, they follow rules and regulations, and they follow law. Instead of you to, instead of the law, instead of them to work against the law, or you arresting them and find them guilty, they will even find you guilty. Because if Nnamdi Kanu pursue his case, he was kidnapped. He was kidnapped from Kenya to Nigeria. It is clear, everybody know that. And today many people are denying that they are not the people who arrested Nnamdi Kanu. And the question is, Nnamdi Kanu, did he fly like a bird and fall in the hand of his of DSS? How come? How come? Has Nigeria become a jungle? Yes, they are killing here and there, as if we don't have any government that can defend us. Nnamdi Kanu to fly and fall into the hand of DSS. Is it not a surprise? So looking at all these issues and some disorders, that's what those people have noticed long ago, and say we can't belong to this type of country. Do you know what now they call Nigeria? Zoo country. And looking at it, look at a country where cow will enter a farm and eat all the crops, destroy the sweat of people, and you shouldn't touch that cow. The cow is another man business that destroys another man business, and nothing will happen. So tell me, if somebody tells you, I will not belong to such a country. Eh? Okay, today, what is ready is Jakwa. How many great doctors have left Nigeria to fly to Western world, where they will get better life? Wearing to you away, I don't know if it is so till today, where one doctor was taking care of 1,800 cancer patients. Looking at it, or you ask yourself, is it a country where somebody can be, proud? Where you can say, I'm proud I'm a Nigerian. It's only politicians in Nigeria that are proud they are Nigerians. Why wouldn't they be proud of that they are Nigerians? Okay, even saying they are proud of Nigeria, they are proud they are Nigerians, is for what they are gaining. They don't even love Nigeria. Because if you verify what most of them, go and see their investment in other countries. When they want to go for holidays, they don't go to their village, they will fly. When they want to care for their health, they will fly. When they want to live better life and breathe better air, they will fly. Their children are not here. Their passport is always ready. Then, who finally is a Nigerian?
Senior advocate of Nigeria, San urges federal government to settle Nnamdi Kanu's release through alternate dispute resolution. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wonderful people, also freedom all over the world. Once again, if you're joining us on this channel for the first time, try as much as possible to subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notifications so that you will be notified whenever we drop our spanking news. Do not forget to also share our videos to as many groups and platforms as possible as it comes. Now, without wasting much of your time, let us go straight up to today's news. As the headline showed, San, a senior advocate of Nigeria, a powerful senior advocate of Nigeria, has actually urged the federal government of Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu as quickly as possible because releasing Nnamdi Kanu can actually douse the tension in the southeastern part of the geopolitical zone of the country. And without wasting much of your time, let us go straight up to this news. But meanwhile, I hope you watch the video of the interview that I just posted. Now, that video actually is talking about Simon Ekpa Njoko and all the ordeal is going through in Finnish court as the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa continues to linger and put fear in Nigerian government. Initially, they try as much as possible to rendition him back to Nigeria, but it couldn't work out because of the Finnish government laws. The Finnish laws, international law, is totally different from the law of Nigeria. As we've been seeing lately, the judiciary has actually compromised, and we can see that on the issue of Nnamdi Kanu. Is as if the law favor a particular set of people. The elite do not have to go through the law. We've seen the issues of so many politicians coming out freely, without any dispute when it comes to the judiciary, but yet the common man goes through all kind of torture, against the law just because the judiciary do not really favor them. So the question is the judiciary for the elite alone, or is the judiciary for everybody? So why are the common man, the common man in Nigeria going through all kind of ill treatment and marginalization in the country? These are the questions I want you to go to the comment section and give me an answer to. But meanwhile, let us go back to the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a senior advocate has urged the federal government to settle Nnamdi Kanu's through alternative dispute resolution. The news in detail. The federal government of Nigeria has been urged to settle Nnamdi Kanu and other agitators' matters through a national committee of arbitration. A senior advocate of Nigeria, San, Mr. Mohammed Ndarani, a grand patron of One Nation for Asiwaju Support Group, made the call at a press conference on Thursday in Abuja. Mr. Ndarani said this would lead to peace and unity in the country. In my opinion, he said in his words, court may not be solution of the above matter. If peace must reign in the nation, President Bola Tinubu should consider alternative dispute resolution (ADR) mechanism like arbitration, conciliation, and mediation in some of these cases concerning these agitators. He said, the news agencies of Nigeria, NAN, reports that ADR refers to any method of conflict resolution that takes place outside of the courtroom. It involves processes and techniques of conflict resolution without litigation and empowers parties to work together using a framework to amicably settle complex issues. I'm going to stop there for now, because I think this gibberish is actually not an interesting one, because the issue of Nnamdi Kanu is something we shouldn't speak too much grammar in. It is a clear case, and it's a clear case of the Nigerian government doing the needful. And how can they do the needful? You actually abducted a man from Kenya. Yet the Kenyan Authority has come out, openly to tell you that we do not know. In fact, we are not in line with what the Nigerian government did in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction. Kenya denied the fact that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not arrested in their country. So in other words, they are denying the fact that they had no illegal participation in the abduction of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court openly clarified that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was abducted. That is, in other words, he was kidnapped from Kenya. Now, if Kenya is not aware of his arrest, like the Nigerian government claims, then which country is aware of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's abduction? That is the first question. Now, during the whole court processes, the DSS, who were actually involved in the whole abduction of Nnamdi Kanu, are coming out to say that they didn't abduct Mazi Nnamdi Kanu illegally. So the big question still stands. How was he arrested? That is the question that everybody is asking the DSS. So if whether the senior advocate of Nigeria, who is a friend to the Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration or not, is coming out to speak in favor of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the truth still is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no business still being under the DSS custody now. So it is better the Nigerian government does the needful, because the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has lasted for over 10 years, and if something is not done concerning it, it might cause more and more problem and harm to the southeastern part of the country. So I'm going to stop this news right here as we continue to deliberate on the issue of Mazi Simon Èkpá's secret court trial that is ongoing currently in Finland. Watch the video and make sure you share the video as many groups and platforms as possible. Thank you once again for joining us on this platform, and do not forget to share this video to as many groups and platforms as possible. God bless you.